The rat is the very first animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are rat years? Well, 1984, 1996, 2008, and 2020 are all years of the rat. You can figure out more by adding or subtracting 12. Who is considered a rat in the zodiac? Anyone born during a rat year. For example, 2020 was a rat year if you were born between January 25, 2020 and February 11, 2021. You're a rat. People born in the year of the rat are known for being smart and quick. They work hard and save money. They're clever, flexible, and love thinking on their own. Super sharp and great at adapting. So, are you always the first to spot a sale or a deal? That's such a rat thing. Let's talk about a rat's social circle. Looking for besties? Go find dragons and monkeys. They're just as clever and fast-thinking as you are. You click without needing to explain a word. Together, you'll have big ideas and get things done fast. Perfect partners for side hustles. Need someone reliable to back you up? Find an ox. You think they execute. You're flexible, they're stable, totally balanced. Great teammates for projects or business. Warning signs. Watch out for horses. They're fast, you're fast. That's a recipe for arguments. You're both passionate and fiery. Tip: take a breath before talking. Don't interrupt. Match each other's rhythm. With goats, it might get emotionally draining. You're logical, they're sensitive. You get impatient, they get hurt. Tip: keep it light. Don't dive too deep emotionally. Rabbits? There could be serious clashes. You think they're too slow. They think you're too intense. One wrong move and it's fight mode. Tip: work separately if you can. A little space keeps things chill. Got a horse friend? Do you two argue a lot? Let me know in the comments. The ox is the second animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are ox years? Well, 1985, 1997, 2009, and 2021 are all years of the ox. You can figure out more by adding or subtracting 12. Who's considered an ox in the zodiac? Anyone born during an ox year. For example, in 2021, if you were born between February 12, 2021 and January 31, 2022, you're an ox. Ox people are known for being quiet, hardworking, and super dependable. They're introverted and don't often express their feelings, but they're solid, responsible, and willing to take on challenges. They also have a strong sense of self-protection. Sound familiar? Are you someone who always takes on everything alone and never complains? Now let's talk about the ox's social circle. Looking for good friends? Try connecting with snakes and roosters. They're organized and thoughtful just like you. You'll get each other, no drama. You're the kind of team that gets things done quickly, no fuss. Need a power partner? Find a rat. They're sharp and fast thinkers. When you're hesitating, they'll bring ideas and energy. You provide the muscle, they provide the spark. Perfect balance. Now for the warning signs. You might clash with goats. You can be stubborn. They're emotional. Not a great match for long-term work. Tip: short-term collaboration is better. You may hurt each other with horses. You love plans and structure. They love freedom and flexibility. You just don't speak the same language. Tip: stay friends from a distance. Don't get too involved. Watch out for dogs and goats. Potential for major conflict. They need emotional interaction. You're used to doing your own thing in silence. Over time, that turns into "you don't understand me" fights. Tip: keep clear boundaries. Don't get swept into their emotional tempo. Got a horse or dog friend? How's your relationship? Drop your story in the comments. The tiger is the third animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are tiger years? Here are a few: 1986, 1998, 2010, and 2022. You can keep adding or subtracting 12 to find more. Who's considered a tiger in the zodiac? Anyone born in a tiger year. For example, in 2022, if you were born between February 1, 2022 and January 21, 2023, you're a tiger. Tiger people are bold, independent, and full of action. They love adventure and challenges, and they've got big confidence and big energy. Were you the natural leader in class as a kid? That's classic tiger energy. Let's break down a tiger's social circle. Looking for your best partners in crime? Go team up with horses and dogs. They're just as direct and energetic as you are. You don't need warm-ups, you just click and go. Perfect match for chasing big goals together. Need someone to ground your fire? Find a pig. They're calm, warm, and easygoing. They help cool you down when your temper flares. Got the urge to rage? Talk to a pig, they'll calm your storm and recharge you. Now, watch out for these clashing alert monkeys. You're both smart but in totally different ways. You're direct, they're slick. One wrong sentence and bam, instant argument. Tip: debate is fine, just don't take it personally. Laugh it off. Mutual harm. Snakes. You're hot, they're cold. You're upfront, they're secretive. Misunderstandings pile up fast. Tip: keep it business. Skip the deep talks. Avoid emotional landmines. Major drama risk: monkeys and snakes. You're too similar and too different. No one wants to back down. Pride meets pride equals emotional exhaustion. Tip: keep your distance. Especially don't co-lead anything together. Got a story with a monkey or a snake? Tell me in the comments. The rabbit is the fourth animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are rabbit years? Here are some: 1987, 1999, 2011, and 2023. You can add or subtract 12 to find more. Who's considered a rabbit? Anyone born in a rabbit year. For example, if you were born between January 22, 2023 and February 9, 2024, then yep, you're a rabbit. Rabbit people are gentle, caring, and super observant. They're thoughtful, responsible, and really value peace and harmony. Do people always say you're the one who takes care of everyone? Sounds like a rabbit. Now let's talk about the rabbit's social circle. Looking for close friends? Go hang out with goats and pigs. They're warm, stable, and emotionally chill just like you. Perfect for peaceful friendships, growing plants together, or slow-living afternoons. Need an emotional anchor? Find a dog. They're loyal, grounded, and totally dependable when you feel anxious. Feeling overwhelmed or lost? Talk to a dog, they'll calm you down fast. Now, a few warnings. You might argue with roosters. You care about feelings, they care about efficiency. You're subtle, their blunt misunderstandings happen a lot. Tip: don't take it personally. Their honesty isn't meant to hurt you. Laugh it off. Things can get emotionally draining with dragons. They're intense, you're sensitive. You want soft communication, they want fast results. Tip: admire them from a distance. Don't work too closely together. Watch out for rats, high chance of clashing. They think you're too slow. You think they're too pushy. Small frictions can build into big blow-ups. Tip: don't team up for work. Keep your own pace in life. Do rooster friends speak too bluntly for your style? Let me know in the comments. The dragon is the fifth animal in the Chinese zodiac. Wondering which years are dragon years? Here are a few: 1988, 2000, 2012, and 2024. To find more, just add or subtract 12. Who's considered a dragon? Anyone born in a dragon year. For example, if you were born between February 10, 2024 and January 28, 2025, you're a dragon. Dragon people are bold, ambitious, and natural-born leaders. They aim for perfection, and they've got a strong presence. When you walk in, do people feel it before you even speak? Classic dragon vibe. Let's take a look at a dragon's social circle. Looking for top-tier teammates? Find rats and monkeys. They think fast, move fast, and totally get your vision. Together, you're the dream team, fast, sharp, and effective. They think outside the box, you make it happen. Need someone who can help bring your ideas to life? That's where roosters come in. They're organized, detailed, and action-driven. When your big plans get stuck, they'll help you sort it all out. Time for a few heads-ups. You may clash with dogs. You care about results. They care about loyalty. You challenge people. They challenge logic. Tip: respect each other's values. You don't have to win every argument. Things might get tricky with rabbits. You're intense. They're gentle. You like control. They seek harmony. They'll silently carry hurt during disagreements. Tip: power isn't everything. Learn to be gentle too. Watch out for fellow dragons. Too much fire in one room. No one wants to back down. Collaboration becomes a power struggle. Tip: work side by side, not head to head. No one needs to lead all the time. Got rabbit or dog friends who just don't click with you? Tell me what it's like in the comments. The snake is the sixth animal in the Chinese zodiac. Wondering which years are snake years? Try these: 1989, 2001, 2013, and 2025. Just add or subtract 12 to figure out more. Who's considered a snake? Anyone born in a snake year. For example, in 2025, if you're born between January 29, 2025 and February 16, 2026, you're a snake. Snake people are calm on the outside, but passionate inside. They're deep thinkers, strategic, and great at spotting opportunities. Got a snake friend who never says much but seems to know everything? Yep, that's them. Now let's look at a snake's social circle. Best friends? Try oxen and roosters. They're grounded and logical just like you. You get each other without saying much. Perfect match for quiet teamwork and no-fuss collaboration. Looking for your lucky helper? Find a monkey. They're smart and quick on their feet. You work behind the scenes. They handle the outside world. You plan. They pitch together. You're unstoppable. Now, heads up time. You might argue with pigs. You keep things inside. They say everything out loud. Total communication mismatch. Tip: set clear boundaries early. Silence isn't always golden. Emotional friction with tigers. You're calculated, they're impulsive. You want to plan, they just charge ahead. Tip: respect from afar. Don't team up too deeply. Potential for conflict: tigers and monkeys. You're all smart but all want to lead. Nobody wants to take a step back. Tip: drop the ego. You're all brilliant, just not on the same team. Do pig or tiger friends often misunderstand you? Tell me about it in the comments. The horse is the seventh animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are horse years? Here are some: 1990, 2002, 2014, and 2026. Just add or subtract 12 to figure out more. Who's considered a horse? Anyone born in a horse year. For example, if you were born between January 31, 2014 and February 18, 2015, you're a horse. People born in the year of the horse are fast, free-spirited, and full of energy. They hate being tied down and love exploring new things. Are you the kind of person who changes plans on the fly? Says go and goes. Definitely horse vibes. Let's look at the horse's social circle. Best buddies? Look for tigers and dogs. They're bold, direct, and full of action just like you. Together, you spark off each other like fire. Perfect for travel buddies, business partners, or team projects. The faster the pace, the better. Need a support partner? Go with a goat. They're calm, gentle, and super patient. When you rush, they patch things up behind you. You lead the charge. They've got your back. Dream combo. Now, watch out for these. Clashing alert: rats. You hate being told what to do. They love reminding you about the rules. Boom argument. Tip: don't snap back right away. Hear them out first, then decide. Mutual stress with oxen. You want change. They want stability. You run ahead. They pull back. It's exhausting. Tip: you don't have to match speeds. A little space is healthy. Fighting risk: other horses. Two horses equals two strong wills, two different directions. Neither one wants to slow down. Small stuff turns big fast. Tip: be friends, not co-workers. Great for hanging out, not for sharing the driver's seat. Got a rat friend? Do you two argue a lot? Tell me in the comments. The goat is the eighth animal in the Chinese zodiac. Wondering which years are goat years? Here are a few: 1991, 2003, 2015, and 2027. You can add or subtract 12 to figure out more. Who's considered a goat? Anyone born in a goat year. For example, if you were born between February 19, 2015 and February 7, 2016, you're a goat. Goat people are gentle, patient, and deeply emotional. They're the emotional support friend, always comforting others, but rarely understood themselves. Sound like you? Always there for others, but no one notices when you're tired. Let's check out the goat's social circle. Looking for true friends? Go find rabbits and pigs. They're thoughtful, kind, and emotionally in tune just like you. You'll feel safe sharing, relaxing, and just being yourself around them. Need someone to help you move forward? Team up with a horse. They're energetic and bold, exactly what you need to break out of your comfort zone. They charge ahead, you follow with care, it just works. And now, a few social warning signs. You might clash with oxen. You speak from the heart, they speak from logic. You want understanding, they want structure. Tip: back up your feelings with some solid reasons, it helps the ox understand you. Could hurt each other with rats. They're fast, you're sensitive. Their speed and sharp words can cut deep even if they don't mean to. Tip: don't keep it all in. Say something when you feel overwhelmed. Watch out for conflict with dogs and oxen. They're blunt, you're subtle. They think you overthink, you think they're too aggressive. Tip: keep some distance. Use messages or text when needed, it's easier that way. Do you have ox or dog friends who don't seem to get your softness? Let's talk about it in the comments. The monkey is the 9th animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are monkey years? Here are some examples: 1992, 2004, 2016, and 2028. Just add or subtract 12 to find more. Who's considered a monkey? Anyone born in a monkey year. For example, if you were born between February 8, 2016 and January 27, 2017, you're a monkey. Monkey people are outgoing, clever, and full of creative energy. They love talking, making people laugh, and throwing out big ideas, though staying focused. Not always. Be honest, when you walk into a room, does the energy just light up? That's peak monkey energy. Let's take a look at the monkey's social circle. Best friend material? Go hang out with dragons and rats. They're fast thinkers, just like you, non-stop chatter, creative sparks flying. Perfect match for content creation, side hustles, or just vibing and laughing till midnight. Looking for a steady partner? Find a snake. They're calm and strategic. You bring the wild ideas, they make sure it actually happens. A brilliant combo, your energy, their execution. Here come the tricky ones. Watch out for tigers. You play smart, they play straight. You hint, they slam it on the table. Tip: don't try to out-clever them, they respect sincerity more than games. Possible emotional landmines with pigs. You joke, they take it to heart. You tease, they remember it forever. Tip: don't cover discomfort with sarcasm. They want real feelings, not deflection. Risk of major conflict, tigers and snakes. You don't like being told what to do. They want precision or power, there's always tension. Tip: don't fight over who's smarter, you all are, just in different ways. Got pig or tiger friends who always challenge you? Drop your stories in the comments. The rooster is the 10th animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are rooster years? Here are a few: 1993, 2005, 2017, and 2029. Just add or subtract 12 to figure out more. Who's considered a rooster? Anyone born in a rooster year. For example, if you were born between January 28, 2017 and February 15, 2018, you're a rooster. Rooster people are efficient, detail-focused, and super reliable. They like things neat, plans clear, and work done well. Are you the type who always has everything organized for everyone? Yep, rooster energy. Now let's talk about the rooster's social circle. Best friends? Look for snakes and oxen. They're logical, grounded, and don't waste time, just like you. You guys make the perfect planning squad. Zero nonsense, all results. Need a visionary partner? Find a dragon. They've got the big picture and the ambition to match. You handle the details, they drive the vision, total power duo. Now for some social red flags. Clashing alert, rabbits. You're direct, they're super gentle. You say what you mean, they take it personally. Tip: still be honest but soften the delivery a little. It goes a long way. Mutual hurt risk, dogs. You care about rules, they care about feelings. You think logic, they think loyalty. Tip: don't shut them down with "it's for your own good," and maybe. Don't try to lead each other, take turns instead. Explosive combo, 2 roosters. Double standards, double control issues. One wrong word and boom, everything blows up. Tip: you're both capable, just give each other space to lead in turns. Do you have rabbit or dog friends? Are they tough to deal with sometimes? Tell me in the comments. Rant zone open. The dog is the 11th animal in the Chinese zodiac. Wondering which years are dog years? Here are a few: 1994, 2006, 2018, and 2030. Just add or subtract 12 to find more. Who's considered a dog in the zodiac? Anyone born in a dog year. For example, if you were born between February 16, 2018 and February 4, 2019, you're a dog. Dog people are loyal, responsible, and naturally protective. They're the kind of friends who show up when you need them most. Are you always the first person your friends call when something goes wrong? That's classic dog energy. Now let's talk about the dog's social circle. Best friends, tigers and horses. They're passionate, loyal, and direct just like you. No guessing games, just solid teamwork and real friendship. Together, you get stuff done and have each other's back. Need emotional support? Look for a rabbit. They're gentle, warm, and super understanding. You protect them, they comfort you. Best emotional combo ever. A few social speed bumps ahead. Frequent clashes with dragons. You like structure, they like power moves. You want fairness, they want results. Tip: don't try to outstubborn each other. Your goals may just be different. Emotional misfires with roosters. You want to be understood, they want to be right. You hold it in, they point it out. Tip: don't expect I endured all this to earn you thanks. Talk things out early. Potential conflict with oxen and goats. They're quiet and slow to warm up. You're warm and eager to connect. You feel ignored, they feel pressured. Tip: their love language is action, not words. Don't take silence the wrong way. How's your relationship with dragons or roosters? Smooth sailing or constant head-butting? Drop your experience in the comments. The pig is the 12th and last animal in the Chinese zodiac. Do you know which years are pig years? Here are a few: 1995, 2007, 2019, and 2031. Just add or subtract 12 to find more. Who's considered a pig in the zodiac? Anyone born in a pig year. For example, if you were born between February 5, 2019 and January 24, 2020, you're a pig. Pig people are honest, warm-hearted, and super easy to be around. They're loyal, cheerful, and have a calm, kind energy that makes others feel safe. Do people around you often say, "I feel better just being near you"? That's pig energy. Now let's explore the pig's social circle. Best friends? Go find goats and rabbits. They're gentle, thoughtful, and naturally sync with your soft energy. Perfect for slow living vibes, deep talks, and cozy companionship. Need a power boost? Find a tiger. They're bold, decisive, and help push you forward when you hesitate. You bring the warmth, they bring the fire. Hello, power duo. Some relationships take extra care. Potential arguments with snakes. You speak from the heart, they think in layers. You're straightforward, they overanalyze. Tip: don't rush to figure them out. Just express how you feel clearly first. Possible hurt with monkeys. You're sincere, they're playful. You open up, they joke around, and it stings. Tip: keep things light. You're great as casual buddies, but maybe not deep partners. And beware of double pig pairings. Too much gentleness equals no one speaks up. Feelings pile up, and eventually, emotional overload. Tip: don't be afraid to say no. The clearer you are, the safer both of you will feel. Let's talk about it in the comments.